We we should be sponsored by Pepsi.
By Pepsi.
As well as need to be.
I think we drink Pepsi the most of the average human.
Every episode we're drinking Pepsi. These are our last 2 cans in our fridge. Pepsi, if you want to get on this shit. Here it goes.
Son, they're alive. I wanted you to know that.
It's all about you, Rick, isn't it?
You rub it in his face that his wife's not
Atlanta isn't what
anymore.
we thought. Night walkers came out of the woods.
Woods. Shane reference.
We lost people.
Maybe they're in the...
Watch yourself.
Maybe they're down the back of the
Take care
couch.
of
I was
your
going
boy.
to say I fucked it
I'll
up,
try
sorry.
again tomorrow at dawn.
The other way Morgan goes mad at him, like, you said you put on your radio every day and night.
Yeah.
Does Morgan put on his?
Yeah, but I think Rick is late, isn't he? He's always late. I kept getting pushed back. He kept saying that.
So she's been kneeled down at that body since last night. Her knees are fucking killing her right now.
Is that stones?
Yeah. I know her knees are fucked up.
I think they'd like burn them a bit further away from like where everyone's sitting.
Or why are they still there?
She still won't move.
Because Angie won't get the fuck up.
Yeah, probably.
She's been there all night.
I bet that seat is so comfy. But
I was just thinking that's so clever, having the
Yeah.
car seat as like a little couch.
Like that. We need to deal with it. Same as the others.
yeah, dead ass. Standing on business.
Oh, it is. Andrea.
Second.
The safety works.
Oh, do you know how safety works this time? Because he told her.
Second time she's pulled a gun on Rick Grimes.
Yeah.
But also, it's like he just went up to talk to her, like, Angie, boom.
Like
Gun.
Laurie didn't get a gun pulled. Great.
Her and that manky ass arm.
This is how he should have dressed. It's like if I was him, I would have just dressed
Yeah.
like that instead of the whole
Instead of going around like a
uniform.
police officer.
Yeah.
Like. It's the best, like, actually it's not, but it's really good.
The
Team song, yeah.
Clean in the brain from here. Hell, I can hit a turkey
Dead
between
right.
the eyes from this distance.
No. God's sakes, let her be.
Right, Laurie. Let Amy turn into a zombie and bite Carol.
Yeah. Mother of the year.
Wake up, Jimbo. We got some work to do.
Jimbo.
You see Amy, or not Amy, Angie in the background, she like shifted down to sit more. Her
Yeah.
knees must have been aching in the background.
Can we all like
What are you guys
holes in
doing?
them from the
This
stones?
This is for geeks. We don't burn them.
Alright.
We bury them. People going that road over there.
Suzuki Jeep. We used to drive a Suzuki Jeep.
Oh my god. I wonder whose car that is.
Ah,
I
we
hope
need
it's
to look out,
Shane's.
yeah,
I
yeah.
hope it's Shane's.
You know what? Shut up, man.
Shane's whip before he gets the Hyundai.
My brother from
Yeah.
dead.
Walker got it. A Walker bit Jim.
Yeah. What a dickhead.
Oh no, can you imagine how scary you would be though?
Okay.
With Daryl go around.
Show it to us. When a zombie horde is attacking you on Minecraft. Oh,
Shovel.
shovel.
I'm okay. I'm
Disgusting.
okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Yeah, you said it the first time. Look at Shane, look. I love how the music changed there. You just can't beat the early days of this.
Dead girls will be done with it.
That what you'd want? If it were you?
Yeah, and I'd thank you while you did it.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shane, he'd said
Yeah.
don't agree with you there, but
If they exist, they're at the Army base, Fort Benning.
That's 100 miles in the opposite.
Fort Benning.
Benny.
Fort Benning.
Odds safe there.
The military were on the front lines.
I think I should get my hair cut like Shane.
We've all
Yeah.
seen that.
Totally.
The CDC.
I think you're more of like a Rick type of hair.
I am literally Rick Grimes.
You're actually Rick Grimes.
Take care of this.
Yeah.
We don't kill the living.
From a man who just put a gun to my head.
Boom. Me and Dale are kind of wearing the same pants right now.
You're literally wearing Dale's pants. Thinks he's Rick Grimes, who's actually Dale.
I'm actually Dale. He's yapping again. He's gonna yap again.
He's the guy, if you see him walk towards you in camp, you're like, oh shit, I can make myself look busy.
This is her birthday.
Not anymore. It's our dead day.
Hard enough for you without adding guilt into the mix. Huh?
Oh my god, bro. It's ruining the perfect moment.
She's getting her birthday gift, so.
Look at the fucking mess of her hands now. Of course, Amy would have to, like, you know, take ages to turn and make it all about her, like. Damn. Do you think this is the first time that Daryl is kind of like has that relationship kind of forming with Carl, where he's like, oh,
Well, they went through similar things because he had the same thing with his dad, didn't it?
Yeah. No, we shipped them. I think they're so good together. That you have all these nerds. Yeah, you people.
Yeah, get all close to it, all up in her face where her mouth is, where she could bite your cheek off.
We were so close to losing Andrea here, guys. God damn it.
Speaking of like zombies developing over time, Amy like doesn't go for a bite straight away. She like touches her face and all here, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So I don't get it.
It's like, yeah, first season they just didn't know what the fuck they were doing with these things.
Mm.
I think I've seen like nerds on TikTok call it like, I can't even remember what the words they're using. Variant zombies or something. Variant walkers. Like, this is not The Last of Us. Too much Andrea going on in this episode.
I think Amy's a character and Amy dies purely just for Andrea's character development. Like, well, not character development, she didn't develop much, but as in like her storyline.
Sorry.
That's the only reason that Amy exists.
Maybe so. This is really weird. This is like them playing with the thing, like, do they have awareness before they turn? Because remember Andrew was doing the experiment later on with the governor's guy where they were experimenting on how long it takes them to lose that consciousness. She could get scratched.
Like, why is she not lunging at her for a bite? Fire or something like?
There's the boys now. Why is the zombie not grabbing her?
That's what I'm saying. Like, she's one hand, she's able to hold back this.
She has no grip on that thing. Ah, she went like we're all close to its mouth. Jeepers creepers, this girl. He's doing a Rick face. Alright, now wrap it up now, okay?
Yeah, I don't want to see Andrew on my screen for the rest of the episode.
Stanley Ellen, that's over here.
Say it.
John Bernthal has to have the most, like, incredible hairline.
Yeah, I was just
Ever.
looking. I was like, his hair looks amazing here, and I was just thinking of like when he shaves it, it still looks amazing because
Yeah.
it's crazy.
It looks incredible here. When he gets the buzz cut, looks incredible. When he has it longer and like other things, like the
Yeah.
bear,
Yeah.
incredible.
Even like now, it's really long
Yeah.
at the moment.
The way he has it in Punisher looks unreal.
What the rules are.
Shane
There
is.
are no rules.
Well, that's a problem.
We're lost.
We haven't had 1 minute to hold on to anything of our own.
We're getting ahead of
We need
ourselves.
time to mourn.
Waking up to that first alarm in the morning.
I was gonna say like when you wake up from like a nap, and it's
Yeah.
like 6 p.m. You don't take naps though.
No, I don't take naps, man. I just don't take naps. That shit is for the fucking birds, man. Me and John Bernthal are like that.
What was he? I don't trust people who take naps.
I don't trust people to take naps, man. The whole world's moving while you're sleeping. Just let someone else do it. Jesus. Even Rick's just
Yeah.
like, fucking hell, like.
Very nice.
It's bad enough.
We got guns now. We're stronger.
Yeah.
And we have fewer people. That makes us weak.
But they were probably useless anyway. If they got done like they did.
We only know like 2 people who died. And one of them was like
Yeah.
a wife abuser.
Yeah.
So
And one was
I
Amy.
can say
So,
We're at the ragged edge here. We need relief, and
you
we
say the ragged edge.
ragged edge.
Tell me something with certainty.
Tell me something. She nearly said our podcast name.
I'm sure it'll be said at some stage in the show.
Yeah, I'm
like,
sure someone,
probably.
yeah. I'd put good money on someone saying, let me tell you something at some point in this. The kind of,
So,
how are you, Jim?
Nobody wants that.
It's not about what.
That's
you
not
want.
true, Daryl.
a few people probably want
Yeah.
it.
I'm surprised Shane.
I
I'm surprised
know.
at Shane.
That's
Shows,
not
you know,
what
he's
you planned.
is human. He has feelings for people too. you know?
Yeah. He's just trying to impress Laurie, I think.
Yeah. I feel like surely Jackie wants him dead, no? 'Cause she was all like,
What I
this
want,
bit.
Jim.
Yeah, she was the telltale.
Yeah.
They have the American flag upside down.
Does that mean something?
I think it kind of means like America's fucked kind of thing.
Oh.
And so it's like America's down. Like,
Dale like definitely did that as some sort of.
yeah, like America's fallen. Surprised you don't have all the. If you did that in like something like this these days, someone would be like, "That's my fucking flag."
Amy's there. Swimming.
It looks like he's fed up
It's
listening
like,
to it.
"Oh, why the fuck did I sit down?
You watch a.
Why is he so? I don't understand why he's so stressed. Like I don't get it. Like
Or he's terribly annoyed.
he's known Jim for a good day,
Yeah.
and most of that day he was back in the city while Jim was here.
He's like had no conversation with him, I feel
CDC
like.
thing, whether I like it or not.
Here he is.
What habits?
Just talking about my need for a plan, man.
No, I couldn't get that haircut because I don't have the hairline for it. Dead ass.
I was just thinking about his hair too. I don't know if it's because it's wet, but it looks unbelievably cool right
That's
now.
just, yeah, it's all like pushback spike
Yeah.
though.
Look, man,
Here's the boys.
these people, man.
You know what we say ACAB means ACAB?
What's that?
Yeah.
Exposing all kinds of
I
risks.
think we can exclude Rick and Shane. Only them though.
Miles of hostile
Yeah.
territory.
What are they doing right now? I was like looking for walkers.
Yeah, I guess so.
See it.
Maybe they're just getting their steps in.
Feel different.
Bet you Laurie loves getting her steps. She'd wear a Fitbit and gets her steps
Yeah,
in. I
shit,
bet
they
you.
were like around nowadays.
I kept them safe, man.
When somebody tells you that they like to take
Look,
naps.
Dad.
Tell them.
Go on, man. How'd you mean
Yeah.
You misinterpreting me, man. You're just hearing it wrong.
it? Yeah.
Look, you-
Yeah, Rick gaslighting Shane there. You're hearing it
Yeah.
wrong. It's like, whoa.
Yeah. Looks like he's pointing at us. We named it after you, okay?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I thought this happened way later.
Same. Like season 2.
I thought it was when they were on like the farm.
I thought it was
Or does he do it again? Because,
he. No, Dale's here, no?
yeah, I thought that was way later.
He's looking right at us.
It's the first Dale's there.
See that look he gave Dale there? He's like,
I know.
There it is.
Come on, man. Let's go.
What did I think it
Get out of
was?
here.
I thought it was kind of, you know, when Dale was going around with the bag of guns. That type of era. But then he would have had a
"Baby
shaved
some
head. and-
guns."
yeah.
So Shane kind of descended into this kind of thing of like immediately not trusting Rick. He got him back and he wants him out of the picture like immediately almost, you know?
But it makes sense he trusts him.
Like Rick's been back a day, then he went, and now he's back. Like this is the day after they came back from the city. He's going quick to madness.
In his defense, he was kicked to the curb in many ways very, very quickly from Laurie, and then all the group all of a sudden just want Rick as their leader.
Yeah.
He was really like hated very quickly once Rick arrived.
Especially when Rick's coming in with some bullshit that he doesn't want to do. Everyone was looking to Shane before, and now they're looking to this dumbass
Yeah.
Rick. God.
Taped to a red car so you can
Core.
follow our trail.
We're not going.
Oh. See the lads there.
From their perspective, it's like, yes, like left mouths feed, you don't
Yeah.
have people to worry about.
I still think it's pretty silly though.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting. That little shot there.
Look from Daryl.
Box is half full.
Yeah.
What? Oh, is he upset? Sorry, give me a wait. Crying for
everything.
That is interesting, Daryl.
Channel 40.
it's a doll.
It's the
Oh
doll.
my god.
You found a doll. You found a doll, Daryl. You found a doll.
a doll a few days ago.
Our odds are any
What
better.
the hell you're talking about?
Let's move out.
I want to start saying that when I'm like going somewhere now. Let's move out.
Do you think we'll ever see him ever again? Morales.
You know we do.
Or not?
This area is not safe. I think if you got to there, you'd know
Like,
that.
oh shit. Look,
Wait,
Shane is driving this.
no, that was the guy who's leaving.
Was it?
Yeah, because he's going that way and they're going that way.
Damn.
Damn, I thought we. Oh
But
man.
maybe he took Shane's Jeep, because Shane did have a Jeep like that. They have a canoe?
I'm gonna give me a Hyundai like Shane does in this. This lad's for the birds. Get rid of him.
Yeah. He was gonna do a little smirk there, and I was like,
Ah, there he is.
yes, look at him. The little wolf now. Poor guy.
Usually when Andrew gives someone a look in a motor
Yeah, I was
vehicle
just
like
kinda
that, like,
Fucking
Told you you
RV.
never get far on that hose.
Radio hose.
I needed the one
Radio?
that killed me.
we don't have it.
That's all it's been so far. It's more duct tape than hose.
It's like, Dave, have you found a new car since we left camp?
Yeah,
Because I don't think anyone else has.
Just leave me.
I'd go out like I'd be like Arthur Morgan going out like this if this was me. Although I wouldn't be in this position, but if I was like, at my last, I would like, was it bury me on a hill,
Yeah.
I don't think
face
in
me,
the
sa-
West.
yeah,
So I can remember the good days.
delirious more often than not.
and then the deer. When Carl gets shot,
Is Arthur Morgan.
Arthur Morgan,
Arthur
Walking Dead
Morgan.
is so Red Dead Redemption coded.
Yeah.
Rick makes everything about him, like
That's what he said.
absolutely everything.
If man wants to be left there, just leave him.
He's seen. Man, I'm not sure I could live with that.
It's not your call.
It's a different world, Shane. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Laurie.
What'd she say?
It's not your call. Neither one of you.
Oh yeah. Wonder what actually happens to him. Like, 'cause they just drive off and he's still alive. Obviously, he turns into a walker.
Apparently, he lies there and he goes, "I tried. I did.
In the end,
Gave you all I had."
Okay.
my favorite, John made it.
Job. You're not all bad, but you're not.
Just close your eyes, sweetie.
What is it?
Don't worry.
You're not a good man, but you're not all bad either.
Yeah. Or as
Oh.
Hosea says, they're good people who do bad things.
Yeah. Wonders Rick gonna lay the gob on him too.
Right on the mouth.
Yeah.
Nothing on the cheek.
So Jim is still out there.
I'm okay.
That's what I'm saying. What if he did? He's immune. He survives. He has the cure. We'll find him for season 12.
He's like Ellie in The Last of Us.
Yeah, I'm surprised like that didn't happen.
Storyline like wise, in the show, like in the world they're in, Rick has been a part of this setup for 2 days.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how he has so much like influence and say, and people are listening to him so much. They don't know him.
A nod from Daryl there.
I like this. I like how they're switching between everyone. I think that's really cool. Like James looking at everything in this last moments. They don't do any cool shit like this in later seasons at all.
No.
They were so creative at the start.
Imagine we were proven wrong. We're like mind blown season
Yeah.
9.
When all like the stormtroopers are running around with Rick and stuff and all this nonsense. This is like us talking to y'all for real. This is what this is like. He's us.
Not knowing if it's day or night.
No clocks.
Yeah, and then if that's the case, it doesn't really matter anyway.
Some fucking lab that is, no clocks in it.
But then how do you tell if it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon or 4 o'clock in the morning?
24-hour clock like an adult.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have that.
Yeah. Well, sure they would say AM or PM even. For all the children out there that can't read 24-hour clock.
No, but if he has like a Hancock. Or a
Pass?
a hand clock is what I meant to say. Ew! That's his dinner?
Some
Cute.
sushi? CDC. This is where we're going.
What's it stand for?
Carl, Dixon, Carl, Coral.
Poisonous if
Drake in that one episode.
Drake and Josh.
I don't even know why I'm talking to you.
When people don't like our TikToks.
Yeah.
Socks with sandals.
Yeah.
Bringing back socks and sandals.
What?
Socks and sandals.
But-
Not a Herman Miller in sight. Not a Gucci belt in sight. Not a single piece of Rick Owens.
Who'd be cutting that grass right there?
Ah. Fuck ass hat. Imagine what this would feel like as this guy seeing all these people pulling up.
Yeah. He probably thinks like most people are dead.
Yeah.
But he doesn't seem that excited that there's other people. I saw Rick come in his outfit and was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Probably smells absolutely disgusting as well. We comment on smells a lot
I mean,
in these
yeah.
episodes, don't we?
Then why are these shutters down?
Fort Benning, Rick's still an option.
On what? No,
Fortnite, Rick, still an option.
The camera, it moved.
Imagine they're like, yeah, I'd say it did.
They do, don't they? Like, grow up, Rick. Imagine you had a ring camera, right, in your house. And you look into it, you see Rick and Shane sit outside your door.
If I wasn't home, I'd be so upset. It got dark so quick.
It did, but then have you ever had that in real life?
Yeah.
God.
Is this an alien spaceship?
Look at that. Iconic.
When you bake, I eat more than I would if we went to the shop. If we went to the shop and bought something, I'd have like 2 or 3.
So try not bacon.
When you bake, I just, every time I go into the kitchen, I have to leave with some.
Because my bacon's better than... Oh!
What's waiting for?
Oh no, we know that the scientist talks. Yeah,
Look at him.
sprinting. He's so fast. Oh! Rotten bastards.
That is pretty fucking rotten, to be honest.
So there you go. Military are corrupt. The American military murdering innocent civilians. I wonder where I've seen that before. Oh yeah, history.
Oh my god! Look, everybody, it's Rick.
If you're gonna wake up, I need you to do it now. Okay, now.
Wakes up a month later.
That's why he's so upset with him.
Yeah.
To be honest, you're Shane here, he's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no other possible outcome right now. Something in his hair. See that he even listens for his heart.
Shane is sad. So now I'm sad.
Anybody infected?
One of our group was.
One of us has an STD.
We didn't make it.
Why did he say that? He didn't ask if someone
Yeah.
left behind was infected.
Nobody gives a fuck about Jim. You think this guy gives a fuck about Jim?
What a risky thing as well. One of our group was.
Yep.
Yeah, literally. Stupid idiot. Imagine how excited they'd all feel right now.
Someone's in the back of the elevator.
Yeah, T-Dog there.
Yeah.
You claustrophobic?
A little.
Okay, go outside then. Go on.
Surprised she hasn't started
Yeah.
complaining about something.
Yeah, I'm surprised Andrea wasn't like, can we open a window, please?
Yeah. Or Lori, she's oddly quiet.
What's the point? If we were infected, we'd all be running a fever.
So she is complaining.
We are all infected. Angie's like, yeah, if we were all infected, we'd be running. It's like, oh, was Jim doing that when he got bit for a while? Did your dumbass sister immediately go like that? No.
And look at her. Of course, she would feel faint after getting it done.
Yeah.
Imagine this meal.
Oh,
Oh my god. I think it would be like the best thing ever. Look at Rick.
as long as Dale doesn't start yapping.
So, man, I want to see how red your face can get.
In comes Negan.
We haven't thanked our host properly.
He is more than just our.
Literally, Rick. How can I make this about me?
Yeah. Booyah!
Yeah.
This is why we're here, right?
Yeah.
This was your move.
Standing on business.
True.
Find all the answers. Instead, we found him. Found one man. Why?
Why does he always ruin dinners and what he's in? This and the bear.
Yeah, literally. Throw a fork at Jenner in a second.
Yeah.
Then in that one where he's like yelling, no, that's at the dinner table too. Where he's like sweating. And there's like a SWAT team coming in or
The
something.
last one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you are such a buzzkill, man.
Sure. Oh.
It's all well and good sitting around here picking daisies.
I thought you were stopping the Jenner, not Shane. Smiling, look at him, look at him. Rick Grimes is happy.
Rick Grimes had a shower 3 days ago, no?
Yeah,
With Morgan.
literally
yeah.
3 days ago. He smells the best. Actually, no, he's running around all the time.
This is like a fucking shampoo ad or something.
Yeah.
Everyone's enjoying themselves, having a good time here.
Well,
Oh! Dirty bastard. That's the average Saturday night experience.
Drinking wine in the shower.
Those who haven't experienced a good shower beer, if you know, you know.
She didn't even use soap. She still smells.
I sometimes do that in the shower and pretend I'm a ninja.
I didn't show Dale in the shower either. I would have. Sure, people would like to see that, no?
Crack of Irish or something.
Yeah.
Like something like that. And she's letting her hair like drop into the toilet.
Well, Dale's not doing. He's not being a good friend right now. We all know you have to hold the girl's hair back.
The other way, right.
Nike.
The other way girls are always like, I'll hold my hair back when I get sick and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking tie it up.
What was down though? Because they're on a night out, it's more likely down.
Yeah, but then like they get sick and then they go, right, I'm gonna find a hair tie now before I get sick again. See?
A chance to make a new start.
I want to show Angie again. Her knee.
Dale.
Imagine Dale's robe kind of like dropped a little bit.
Ooh.
It's like the way he sat with his leg, like he's on the ground.
He's
It's
all
like,
like that.
yeah, he like falls out or something.
I swear Angie had knee pads on. I think it was because she had to kneel on tiles.
I think she had kayfabe. In the shower, she had a plaster on her knee, and in there,
she was on the floor. With
we were
Amy.
right. Yeah, her legs got cut to shit.
See, Rick's tipsy.
More like drunk Grimes. Hey! Drunk Grimes. What has he been awake for? 3 days? He doesn't know what it's like out there.
Adam, when he comes in from like the storeroom and work, gets to the
Ah,
shop.
Yeah. See, Rick is a drunk yapper.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you a few things, and you're gonna listen to me.
I'm gonna
Just
tell you
tell
a
him.
few things.
Now is not the time.
See, what's about to happen isn't cool. I'm trying to say he looks very cool right now.
Yeah. Okay. And this is the one bad thing Shane did. I'll say that.
Yeah. He deserved a scratch right
Yeah.
And he was doing so well in the argument. He had her, and
Yeah.
then he took it way too far. Did I take it too far? You know that song?
Rick falling
He's
into it at all
so
hours.
drunk. Look at him. Are you hungover?
Ah! Little cheeky bastard.
Mom has that annoying habit.
Eggs.
She has a few annoying habits.
Yeah.
Where'd all this come from?
Jenner.
Where the fuck do you think it came from?
Oh, he's popped down to the shop there on
Yeah.
your sleep break.
Doctor, I don't mean to slam you with questions first thing.
But you will anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just about to say.
Come here for the eggs.
All right, no breakfast for Andrea.
T-Dog
nothing
is
for
like,
Andrea.
I came for the eggs.
Yeah. But when Shane did that last night, everyone was like, "Oh, you fucking ruined it.
Yeah.
We're having a good time."
And they all have to go right now. They're acting like they don't have a whole day to fill.
Yeah.
There's something else to do.
What else would they be at there now?
Yeah.
All the messages. They determine everything a person says, does, or thinks from the moment of birth to the moment of death.
God, Andrew's one of those must be absolute dog shit then. Everyone's all like, "Oh, this is so sad."
She lost somebody 2 days ago.
Like nothing there is shocking. Like,
Yeah.
I lost somebody too.
yeah, Andrew's. Oh, she lost someone 2 days ago.
I
Everyone
lost
fucking
something
has.
once.
Yeah.
God, what was that?
How have these people made it this far? Honestly. Yeah.
You have no idea
See,
what it is.
People like me,
You don't know? How can you not know?
everything went down. Communication.
How can he know? Fuck off. Sorry, you're not hearing what you want to hear, guys.
That clock
He loves time.
down.
He does.
Vi, what happens when the power runs out?
Rick thinks he can just talk to it like cheapers.
He just wanted to test it out. He was like,
Yeah. I'm gonna edit that part out.
yeah.
That way. Shit.
It's not my car. Rick's looking at things, pretending like he knows what he's looking. Oh, that's not overly complicated.
But it's Rick.
What the fuck is he doing?
Mom?
I don't think it's working, Laurie.
Something wrong?
The air conditioning stopped.
Are you sure? Do you want to put your hand up to it again just to see?
It was the French.
What?
They were the last ones to hold out, as far as I know. While
Yeah, I
our
heard
people
French and was
assaulted
like,
the doors and
It's like,
We should go there.
might go there in a few years' time.
they were
I'm
close.
Daryl Dixon.
Stupid as that.
Let me tell you something.
He
That
did
was
that.
cheeky. That
Ah,
was cheeky.
What a cunt. She lost him in a big room like that.
Once that front door closed, it wouldn't open again. You heard me say that.
I heard you say that.
Yeah, but he didn't say that the fucking building was gonna
It's better this
explode.
way.
What is?
Would Rick and Shane not have some sort of bit of knowledge?
I think cops are really just stupid as fuck in America and they have no idea about anything.
Sophia's great. She's not in school anymore. She has no idea what any of these words mean. She's like, what? I'd be confused. In the time. Boys,
Good
look,
catch,
Rick
good
doing
catch.
fucking not in there.
Carl and Sophia just sitting there doing nothing to help.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Would have been for your wife.
I don't want this. Can't make it in.
Those doors are
When they
designed
put
to withstand
gherkins
the
on your
warmth of
McDonald's
atmosphere.
burger.
We want this. Last night, you said. You knew it was just a matter of time before everybody you loved was dead.
Dead.
He didn't have to do Rick dirty like that.
Ah.
Would you really say that? After all your big talk. I had to keep hope.
After all your big time. Shane's just there now. You hear that, everyone? You hear what Rick says?
Brother, this is not
Brother.
You listen to him.
Laurie just telling people what to do.
They're watching again.
Yeah. Imagine he turns around and goes, I actually needed that computer to open the doors, so...
I just don't think I believe that Rick could.
Yeah. It was pretty even fight when they fought later on in it.
done. Yeah, I guess we all are.
Yeah. Rick,
Big
like you
that-
said. Ain't that what you said?
I think you're lying.
I didn't say
Okay,
that.
find out then. Just wait and find out. Rick is just like, oh, I've been caught out here now. I have to
Didn't.
Yeah.
pull everyone back in and be like, I think you're lying about hope. I think we have hope.
Why?
6969 is the fucking code. What a child. What a child he is picking that as the code.
Grateful.
Grateful.
The day will come when you won't be.
Look up what episode is called that, folks. Look up what happens. Breathing in my ear.
Yeah.
See him, he's all like,
He was like, hey, the code for my thing is 6969.
Yeah.
That's funny.
leans in. Gay son or thought daughter.
I'm staying too.
Of course, yeah.
No.
Has to make it all about her and dramatic. And
I think if Angie wants to stay, I think we should just let her.
I'd say at least let's leave Andrea. Yeah.
She wants to. She, as we all said about Jim, he made his choice.
Yeah.
What about Andrea? She made that choice.
Dale's always trying to boss everyone around and get everyone to do everything his way and shit.
Yeah. Could have saved us a lot of time in later seasons too.
Yeah.
She just said there.
You need to leave.
Jesus.
Glass won't break. Rick, I have something that might help.
Kara, I don't think a nail file's gonna do it.
Where did he get that from? Oh, the fucking. The.
Has she just kept that? Oh yeah, sure. She washes clothes and shit. No.
Yes.
You have like 4 seconds and he goes.
Like if that was Shaggy, it'd be
Zoinks!
zoinks.
Zoinks! This is really gonna blow up, isn't it? Or it's like he does like the Marvel movie things, like, I guess this is happening, and then he runs off like fucking hell.
I said, okay. He's right. We know what's waiting for us.
She's looking at them like,
I don't want to say something.
always something with this fucking Andrea. This is some white people shit.
Yeah.
I don't want you here.
Yeah.
Make them care and then just check out.
Because it's all about you, Dale.
Yeah.
It's such a fucking selfish bastard, honestly. So now, like, when Andrea leaves with him, she's just gonna be looking at him all the time. She's like,
Could be dead right now.
bastard. He's all there happy as Larry.
Run, Andrea!
Yeah, take your time, lads.
I know Dale's old and all that, but fuck me.
Oh shit!
Turns out it was like a faultless system, it doesn't blow up. He's like, oh.
It's like, oh, this is kind of awkward. Your hand is sweaty as fuck. What the fuck? That looks like shit, by the
It
way.
really did.
The
It went
CGI.
over the zombies there.
That looks terrible. And honestly, as well, where they're parked, they'd be fucked. I'm just gonna say it. Fucking touching me. Like.
None of them are like crying about Jackie being dead.
Yeah, but when it was Jim, it was like a group meeting. Like they're saying, look at the back.
Should Shane and Daryl just go together? Save fuel. To be a bit honest. Like.
Maybe, you know, the way Daryl doesn't really shower. He's probably like... But then you should be trying to trim down because fuel is scarce. And actually, in the zombie apocalypse, a fuel would run out and it would actually go bad over time and it would... So that's season...
1. Complete. This was a bit of a weird episode.
It was, because I feel like there was not a lot for us to react to there,
Yeah,
and I
there's a
feel
lot
like...
of, pussyfooting about amongst the camp, like.
I felt in that episode we weren't getting a lot out.
No.
And it was one of our quietest episodes. But
Yeah.
I feel like there was not a fucking lot to react to there.
Yeah, most things we said were not in relation to The Walking Dead at all.
Yeah. We were kind of
Um,
just Shane fanboying and...
I think it was just one of them episodes though where they're kind of setting the story up a bit. Like, you know, Jim, it's our first time seeing someone.
Yeah, it's an episode that had to happen.
Yeah.
It
was them kind of getting ready to leave camp.
Cleaning up after the mess the night before and kind of... I guess you got to see things like... It's not really implied at the time, but you seen how slow Amy turned.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing of her like having consciousness almost for a minute, touching fate and all, and like
Yeah.
like she knew it was Andrea.
Yeah.
Kind
'Cause
of.
It was the first kind of Walker attack properly we'd seen as well, so they kind of had to go
Yeah.
into the aftermath.
It was the first time that they were ambushed kind of by
Yeah.
walkers. But yeah, it's like there's this weird thing. I said this in it. Rick, in timeline wise of what we're watching. Hold on, let me switch this over. Timeline wise, what we are watching here. Rick came back, found family out of the city, got reunited with the boys and stuff. slept there that night, woke up the next morning, went back to town for Merle.
And that was all in one day when they went back up Merle.
And then, yeah, that was like they went in the morning and then came back that night, and that's when the ambush happened.
So 2 days.
So Rick has probably spent with these people
5 minutes.
basically, I'd say maybe 8 hours. Because
Yeah.
he got back in the evening time with the gang,
Had
met everyone.
dinner.
Yeah.
Probably went to bed relatively early.
Yeah. Woke
Got
up that
early,
morning.
Left pretty much immediately.
Yeah. It was actually, I believe it was actually like 9 o'clock when he woke up, because I remember pointing that out or looking at his watch at the time. And then he left straight away.
Yeah.
And so you could argue, like, you know, he spent a bit of time with T-Dog, and then when he first met them, and then spent a bit of time with the others that came with him back to the city from Merle.
At this stage, he knows obviously Carl, Laurie, and Shane.
Yeah.
But then the other people he should know the best would be Glenn and T-Dog, because they've been with him the most.
Yeah. He only kind of knows like half the people.
Yeah.
And they're kind of looking to him
As the leader now.
Kind of. It's like Shane has been the man for them for up until now, right?
Mm.
Rick comes in, doesn't prove himself in any way, but for some reason they just immediately all look to him rather than Shane, who's guided them this far.
But is what the switch up on Shane in terms of being a leader, was it how he dealt with the Ed, Carl's husband?
That's a good point.
Is that what everyone was like, Jesus?
People are a bit frosty on him. I never
Yeah.
thought of that.
I don't think he did anything wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, it's kind of a weird situation. Because, like, at the end of the day, what Ed was doing was 10 times worse.
Oh, I don't think he did anything wrong in that situation whatsoever.
No, but everyone else in camp just seems to think that it was the wrong thing to do.
I think it's kind of like a thing where it's like, because they kind of know him and they know Carl and stuff, they're like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. But, like, kill him.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, it's kind of like that thing where, like, someone in, like, your local community gets accused of something and you'll always have these naysayers who are like, oh, it's only an accusation.
Yeah.
Maybe let him off. But they all knew full well what he was doing. They pointed it out.
They all saw the bruises.
Yeah. Like, fucking hell, like.
I'm sure Carl doesn't miss him.
No, she
Terrible.
took out her anger on him big time in that episode. But with the Shane thing too, he said everyone, I imagine everybody in the camp knew him and Laurie had a little bit of a thing going on.
I'd imagine so.
And I imagine at some point over the month that they've been together with Shane and the gang and this new group, it was brought up like, oh yeah, like Shane, I was with him and then he died and I left him and all. And then everyone was kind of like, Shane told us like 3 weeks ago when we met him that Rick died and shit. And now we obviously know he's with Laurie. So I think everyone was a little bit like,
Yeah. But then,
like people kind of got put off Shane after that.
and like maybe, I don't know if Dale's a gossiper, but Dale literally saw him.
Oh, Dale's a gossiper.
Like, did Dale tell everyone, like, yo, just saw Shane aim his gun at Rick in the woods?
Yeah.
Like, what's
Although
going on there?
I don't think he did, because he brings that up later himself to Shane and
It doesn't
stuff.
seem like most people know.
But
That was also a weird thing with Shane. Like, he, as you said, it's like he straight away doesn't trust Rick anymore and wants him gone, out of the picture.
yeah, it's like he immediately has like no kind of, oh, there's my best friend.
It's almost like
I've
he's
missed
upset
him.
he's back.
He's kind of like immediate, even like when he comes back, he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And like he's like looking at him across the campfire and shit, and it's interesting how, yeah, he moved from like, oh, my friend's back to I'm fucking livid this comes back. I want him gone kind of thing. Like that happened so quick over the last 2 episodes. Him sat by himself by the campfire and stuff like that. And now he's kind of like disagreeing with Rick and he's like, fuck. Laurie, talk to him, will you?
Yeah. And maybe that's why that could have played into why he bet Ed up so much, because he had all this frustration that Rick is back. And
because what happened just before that, Laurie pissed him off by saying he wasn't let talk to Carl anymore.
Yeah.
So
bro needs to control his anger a little bit.
yeah.
It's interesting.
But honestly, he can do whatever he wants because he's the
So
man.
Shane.
He's better. He's a better father than you, Rick.
Yeah.
He can do no wrong really,
well,
apart from the one thing he does wrong.
In fairness to him, as we said, Laurie gave out to him. Rick came back and Laurie was all like, "You're not even allowed near my family anymore." And it's like before the apocalypse, you were all probably like best friends. Shane probably came over to your house for dinner. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now he's like not letting you use anymore, and it's not really his fault entirely.
But like, it's weird too. This is like I'm getting a little bit ahead of where we are here, but all this going on, right? Shane eventually accepts the fact that Rick is back, knows he doesn't have a place and will never have the place he once did with Laurie and Carl and the trust of the group as Rick's the new kind of leader. What does Shane do? He fixes up the Hyundai and he says, "I'm leaving and I'm going to go do my own thing."
Who stops him?
Laurie.
Ridiculous.
Laurie fucking, like, from start to finish, fucks Shane up. Because he stays then and all the shit happens and he goes mad and boom, he's dead.
Or once again, get ahead of herself. Remember when, like, I don't know, Carl finds something and he comes to Shane and Shane brushes him off. No, I think it's when he finds, like, the hatchet set on the highway when they're all looking through the cars. And he finds something and brings it to show Shane. Yeah. And Shane kind of brushes him off. He's like, "Why are you treating him like that?" It's like, this she told me to. Like,
yeah, you told me to. So fucking go off with Richard Grimes.
Honestly, as much as like some of the things, like there is some things Shane does, I'm kind of like, why is he doing that? Like, but if I was him, I would probably go just as insane as he does because how everyone around him is treating him and stuff like that.
Well, like, I wouldn't be going mad over Laurie. Like, that wouldn't. I'd be happy to be. She's a very, like, pretty individual. She's a very attractive individual, but her personality stinks. And I wouldn't want anything.
She's a piece of work.
She's a piece of fucking work, is what she is.
Can't make her mind up.
Yeah. But when this part of the video is on, I'm going to cut this to the end of the video and have all the reactions at the start. I'm going to cut to the chat. We're trying something new here where we're having the chat straight after we watch the episode so we don't forget things.
Yeah.
I believe we will have watched what I keep saying is the one bad thing Shane does.
It's one.
It happens where
it's the most unexcusable thing he does.
He does, yeah.
Everything else he kind of has a reason for. This he doesn't.
But we'll go into that in the next section.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of thoughts about it. But yeah.
Also, is this the episode that opens up with how, like, the next episode we watch, is that the one that opens up with, like, Rick, or showing Shane leaving Rick in the hospital? I think that'll be interesting, like, to see. Do you know where they do a flashback and it's like him telling Laurie and all that shit? Do you know that thing? When does that happen?
I think it is this one, isn't it?
It could be season 2. I don't actually remember.
There's like an interesting part in that too, where like Shane puts his ear to Rick's head and like
to his chest
to make sure there's no heartbeat, so he can confirm to himself, okay, he's dead. I can go. He tells Laurie all this as well. Yeah. In this episode, no?
I think so.
I think it is actually when she hits him after he does the thing, or before or after. What else happened in this episode? Jim fucking about.
Daryl's very interesting in this episode.
He had a few looks.
He had a few looks at things. Yeah, I feel like he's just a very interesting character in general. But
he wanted to
kill Jim
straight away, which is interesting because usually I always feel, and I'll die on this hill, that Shane had season 7 mentality in season 1, as people like to say.
Yeah.
But Shane was even against that.
Which was weird.
Later on in the show, it would be absolutely no debate. He'd kill him on the spot, I think. Or even Shane would, I think. Like, maybe it's because they know more later on, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose it's like the fear.
Yeah, they're still a bit hazy on certain things in the show, like scratches and bites. I think that's as a show in general, like they don't really know exactly what they want from it yet.
No, I don't think they ever play into scratches. You get scratch, you turn.
I think it's better to leave. If I was writing the show, I wouldn't have it with a scratch because you'd have more to play with there. If it was just a bite straight up or death, then yeah.
You wouldn't have if you got scratch, you turn.
Yeah, I would. If you get scratch, you don't turn, because
then there's a lot of things you couldn't be able to do because then you'd be like,
yeah, like say for example, do you remember when Rick was getting pulled off the horse?
Would have been scratched.
They would have been clawing at his legs, shorty. Also, when we were watching that, I said it at the time, his legs were there in front of about 10 of them. Would one of them not have taken a chomp?
They were just all going for the horse, which is a bit unrealistic.
One of my biggest like he should be dead moments because of a bite is Daryl in like season 2 or 3, where he's like asleep on the ground and the zombie's like eating the bottom of his shoe.
Yeah,
we'll get to that.
It's
but like
biting his shoe. And
yeah,
it's like
that pisses me off so much. That fucking tilts me so much.
I'm trying to think what else happened. We talked about Andrea and Amy.
It's just too much Andrea's crying face and that fucking pull the gun on Rick again.
Pull the gun on Rick. Didn't put it on Laurie, didn't put it on Dale when they sat there beside her, but Rick.
He just went up to her and was like, "You alright there?"
Ooh.
Damn,
maybe Andrea doesn't like Rick because she likes Shane.
But in the comic books, don't Laurie and Rick, or not Laurie, Andrea and Rick have a little thing?
Did I say? I think I said Laurie.
Does Andrea have a thing with Shane in the comics? Because I know she has a thing with Dale in the comics. So
I don't know about.
She just
Shane
is she homie hopping?
Yeah.
And I'm not slut shaming or anything. She can do whatever she wants. I don't do that.
Because obviously Dale, like, when is she with Dale in the comics? Because obviously I think leaves the show earlier than he leaves the comics, I'm pretty sure.
I haven't read the comics because I'm not a nerd.
You're a vibe, but you see comparisons on TikTok.
Joke. Yeah, well, we need to look into that. We're not very professional.
I don't know when Dale dies in the comics. He could be alive in the comics. Do the comics still get written? I don't know.
Well, I do know that he got written out of the show because
of the whole writer change and he didn't agree with it and stuff.
But I think he didn't like the violence in the show. It was getting too violent for him, and he didn't want to do it anymore.
Is that why? I thought it was to do with the whole writer thing.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's something along those lines. And then he wanted to be written out, so they wrote him out of the show. And then by the time they finished season 2 and filmed up to his death, he massively regretted it. He said the season 2 developed so well that he regretted it. And I think that's fair enough because I think season 2 is the best season of this show. I'm excited to watch it.
We've one episode of season 1 left to watch.
Which we'll be watching. It'll be finished in this episode, let me tell you something.
Oh, yeah. And then we're into season 2.
Which I can't wait.
I'm so excited for season 2.
It sucks that we can only film like once a week.
I know.
Because it takes so much time because I have work and shit. But if we got, oh man, like we could watch so much.
I was literally thinking because we were like we were watching this episode and I was like, oh, I wonder how much is left. It's gonna be so like because I enjoy watching it obviously, and then it's gonna be like, when's the next time we're gonna film? A week away.
I'm working Saturday this week, so it'll be Sunday or Monday. You'll probably have to go out for the bank holiday. Is there anything else that we should be not missing in this episode before we go on to the next part?
Let me think.
CDC, they're there. Shane is dead set on some Fort Benning.
Fort Benning. Oh, do you know what we were kind of saying actually that Shane is like really against Rick, but when they were outside the CDC and Dare was all like, "Oh, that's the wrong damn call," he was like, "Shut up," and he like defended Rick. Remember?
I kind of missed that a little bit.
Yeah,
but
Daryl was all like, "Oh," and he, like then Shane pushed Daryl away and told him to shut up and stop. Like, so he still backed Rick there.
But then when like Rick was hanging at the door, Shane was like, "It's an automated camera. Come on, will you?"
Yeah, as much as he didn't agree with him, he was still defending him. Because even when after he pushed Daryl away, he went up to him and was like, "This was stupid." But then he just didn't want anyone yelling at Rick. So I still think he is a bit like that with Rick. He doesn't know what he's doing yet.
Still his friend, yeah. It's interesting. He also has pointed a gun at him now.
Who? Oh, Shane.
Shane.
Mm.
Also, the other way they reacted to that branch snapping that time, that's what made them kind of separate and look around. What is Dale sneaking around like that for a creep?
Oh yeah, it was Dale.
It was him that snapped the twig and he was like there. It's like, what's that fucking creep doing? Like,
yeah, he's probably out in the woods with Laurie and Shane that time as well, creeping about.
Yeah,
dirty
yeah.
Bastard.
Him with the binoculars on that
yeah,
fucking RV, dirty bastard.
Dale.
Quandale Dingle.
Morales leaves with his fam. Stupid call.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I wonder what that was about. Were they kind of like...
They said they had family or friends local.
But in terms of like writing the show, why did they do such a thing? Because like, it's weird because I think you said that he comes back.
Yeah.
as like he's with Negan.
He's one of Negan's men, yeah.
But I wonder, was that the plan at that moment in time? Because if they were writing about the show, they may as well have killed him off there and then when they were killing people off.
Yeah.
I don't know why they didn't just do that then. If
probably, I wonder. But then, like, he wasn't like when he comes back. I don't think he's necessarily a big part. But Higgins was like,
it's like it's for like
shock value.
It's for like the nerds. So it'll be like
it's
like
Morales. I think that's pretty much it.
I can't think of anything else. We're so unprofessional. On to part 2. So there we go. Season 1 in the books, in the pocket, out of sight.
Yep. Good first season, I guess.
Great first season. Really fucking good first season of television, honestly. That episode, what specifically happened in that episode now? How do we start? Oh yes, we started like straight up there, CDC.
We started off we started off with Shane in the hospital leaving Rick.
So yeah, we got to see that, and like in that, we see what he said to Laurie.
It's true.
After the showers, he was like, yeah, like dead ass, like he was telling the truth. Yeah, interesting that the army were just like fucking killing everyone.
I know, that's really weird. Unless the only people they shot were bit, but I don't think that was the case.
No, they look like nurses and stuff.
And like old people.
Yeah.
And like I said, if I was Shane, I would also think, oh, this guy's dead. There's nothing.
Yeah,
there's no way he'd survive right now. Like.
And then also, right, it's like 3 weeks, a month have gone by since you left him there. No nurses in the hospital because they were all getting shot in front of you.
Yeah.
There's no electricity because the machine doesn't work anymore. And all this. I think it's a fairly reasonable assumption to say, yeah, he's finished.
And as he said to Laurie, if you had any reason to believe he was alive, would you have came with me?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Little Miss Goody Two Shoes.
Yeah.
And
then it cuts to the CDC when they're
CDC.
CBC.
Wait, what? Were they getting drunk in this episode?
Yeah.
That was this episode.
Yeah. The last episode ended with the doors open. Remember the big white.
Oh yeah. So everyone just started having shots or not having shots, but got pissy with Shane. Yeah. Even though they were doing the exact same thing the day after. Andrea and all had come to their senses overnight and were like, we're here for a reason.
I didn't come for the eggs.
Like, all right,
no breakfast.
No breakfast for you. You can fucking shove it up your hole then and fucking the whole thing with Dale, like, right, and this is very kind of like annoying person on the internet, but it was low key like manipulative what Dale did to Andrea at the end of that episode.
Yeah, because like if she wanted to stay, she wanted to stay.
Her decision.
And I'm not just saying that like in a jokey way because I don't like Andrea. I actually mean that like if she wanted to stay, like no one. Jesus, can you imagine being Jackie and being like, no, I'm fucking stead. Is that with me?
Yeah, it's like fuck like, this. Like, yeah, like, Jesus.
Everyone has accepted her decision, whereas Dale had to be all.
You can't just come into somebody's life and do this
and make them like, care.
Fuck off, like fucking creep.
It's like Amy did.
All right, creep. Yeah. That's what I would have said to him. Jesus Christ.
Then he saw, creep. Then saw him on the way, hand on the waist.
Fucking dirty bastard, man. Fucking hell. Also, I just don't believe that Dale got out of that building. And Andrea, because she's fucking, like, she's annoying and silly and stupid as fuck. They weren't getting out of that building in 2 minutes.
And you said that where the cars were parked during the explosion, there's no way the explosion didn't reach them. What about them to, like, crouch down behind a
bag of sand?
Sandbag.
Yeah.
They definitely would have been.
But then also, like, when they went into the building, how long were they in the elevator going down? They had to take the stairs out. So that's longer. So I bet if someone calculated, so some nerd calculated up the time, they'd be fucking cooked. No way. Also, how long does it take to get to the stairwell? I'm just being annoying now, but
we need the layout of the building.
I mean, like Dale and Andrea survived, so I'm pissed. Even though I knew they would.
It was Dale's fault.
Fucking manipulative, gaslighting.
Bitch.
Little bitch. Just fucking on Golden Pond hat.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid fucking RV that never works.
I know that like Angie's very pissed off at him for it, and as much as I don't like Angie, I feel like she has every right to be pissed off at him for it.
Yeah,
because
Then he goes and fucking dies anyway.
Yes, stupid. That's
Dumbass bitch. Rick is a mouty drunk.
Rick is a mouty drunk. Doesn't shut up.
Going around saying things like, "Oh, we're better off dead" and shit. And then when he wakes up next morning, is like, "Isn't that what he said?" He said some shit like that. And then he said it the next day.
Time, yeah.
He was like, there was just a drink talking, like trying to get everyone on board. Because you could see it in him. There was moments where he was like, "This isn't the end. I believe that." He was getting all like trying to be inspirational.
Yeah.
And I bet everyone was like, "Shut the fuck up, dickhead."
Or we have the controversial what Shane does.
Shane did the bad thing.
This is the bad thing.
Shane did the bad thing.
That is inexcusable of Shane. The only real thing that we think is inexcusable he does.
And like he would have got away with it had he not dropped the hand.
He dropped the hand, yeah.
But he dropped the hand and was trying to like get at her. So
yeah.
If it was just him trying to be like, look, it would have been fine. It would have just been like he's mad and he's going like, fucking crazy. But
he was doing well in the argument. His points were valid, and then he did that, and it was just like, okay, now it's just kind of like.
But that's the thing, right? Shane, I'm actually not thinking it as much in this rewatch, but I think overall, over the next season we're going to watch, and over in Shane's time in The Walking Dead, he's right, and he's ahead of the curve mentality wise. As people say, he's season 7 and season 1, whatever, all this shit. But Rick is meant to be the guy. So I think getting Shane's character to do things like that, especially even this early on, because he is right, CDC is a bust, and he didn't want to go there, which we find out 20 minutes later. So they have to kind of get the viewer to think of Shane in a bad light. So they made him do a bad thing so that we wouldn't root for him and we'd root for Rick. Yeah, that's why they did that.
If he hadn't done what he did to Laurie, there'd be no real reason to hate Shane as much as people hate Shane.
Yeah. And especially in season 2, which is the good season, like the best season of the series, Rick is in like super dumbass mode.
Oh, so dumb.
And Shane is pure like, we need to get the walkers out of the barn. That's unacceptable.
100%.
Yes, you're fucking damn right I sacrifice Otis for me. That is the things, and I know you don't like that, you're sad. But these are the things you need to do.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But they did everything that Shane did that was right. They tried to make him, they tried to paint Shane in a bad light. And he's just ahead of the curve.
It's because they had to, because if they didn't,
everyone would prefer him. That's the thing. He's cooler, so much cooler than Rick. He says funnier things, all this. Everyone would prefer him to Rick, and that's why they try to, that's why they make Shane do bad things like that.
Yeah. I suppose they have to.
But then I cannot fathom, for the life of me, why they've written Laurie so fucking annoying.
No. And I will say, for me, on a personal level, she really, like, in terms of Laurie, she really annoys me in, like, season 1 and 2. Season 3 Laurie, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but she does break my heart a little bit. I feel a bit sorry for her. But season 1 and season 2, especially season 2 Laurie, she's just a dumbass. Going out in cars and shit. Like, she's just an idiot.
Letting Carl out of her sight at every given moment, and then like complaining about people telling her not to do that and stuff. And
yeah, contradicting herself.
Oh my god, that's the big one. The contradiction in this. See, like, and it's the same with Andrea. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Andrea was supposed to have a bigger part in the show before she got killed off and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Andrea is so fucking annoying.
Oh, I can't stand Andrea.
Like, oh my god.
It's like, every time she says something, I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like.
But I think a lot of the characters in the show are annoying.
Dale?
Right, break it down, right? Who's cool?
Rick? We'll let Rick be cool. Shane?
Yeah.
Daryl?
Yeah. Who else? T-Dog. T-Dog's cool.
What about Glenn?
Glenn.
Glenn's
That's
cool.
5. Not getting into the next season with Herschel now. Who we know so far. That's 5 people.
Merle? He's not
racist.
Yeah.
He's like a bad person is what I mean. Like, he's a good character, but he's a bad person. Yeah. So he's a bad guy that you can't root for. Or like.
What about women? We don't really like Carol.
Not she's kid. Kind of like, doesn't really do it.
I know a lot of people like her later on.
Yeah.
She's just never been any, but like right now, Dale's pretty cool. I'm just kidding. So we have Rick, Shane, Glenn, Daryl, and T-Dog. That's literally it.
And that's literally it. Laurie's annoying as fuck. Andrea is annoying as all fuck. Dale is a fucking annoying bastard who does annoying things all the time and is whinging. And,
He's a lurker.
Yeah, fucking sneaking up on people in the woods.
In the woods, yeah.
And like, oh, the fucking radiator hose and my thing is gone again. You fucking lost my toolkit. So fuck you. Do you know all this kind of shit?
Yeah.
So he's annoying as fuck. Carl is a kid. Coral
This
is a
is
kid, so he
annoying.
can kind of get away with it.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know much from when he grows up, but as of right now, annoying kid who cries all the time.
Jackie didn't really do much.
No, Jim was annoying.
Jim is annoying as fuck. Digging holes and getting bait and shit.
Ed was a wife beater.
Yeah. Amy was annoying as fuck.
Sophia, no,
The kid. She's actually less annoying than Carol.
because she doesn't
Coral.
talk as much.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't fall over as well.
Well,
Am I forgetting anyone?
just like Morales, but I don't think he really did. The guy left.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like again, he's kind of insignificant, so he's kind of meaningless. So like, more than half the characters are annoying.
Literally, we only have 5.
Morgan's cool.
Morgan is cool. What
He's not really around. Also, he kind of did really silly things in it too. We pointed out. At the time.
yeah.
Like shoot your wife, bro.
Literally.
Come on, bro. Comes back to
Um,
bite you. Pardon the pun.
Yeah.
I actually in this rewatch, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Jenner was a really good character. I really enjoyed his person. I always thought it was like annoying as far as it was like, I want to see Rick and I don't care about this guy in
It
his
was just-
fucking
yeah.
lab. Like, but I found him really interesting that time, and especially the way he talked to everyone, I thought was really interesting. What else happened? A lot of kind of dumbassery in that episode we pointed out in the clips, so like it's fine that way. Like the hand grenade thing and all. Like Carol kept that one quiet, didn't she?
I know, he should have gave it back to him.
Has a fucking explosive in her purse.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing too. CDC was a bust, right? Sorry, Shane. This is the official Shane Walsh fan club
Yeah.
of The Walking Dead, but Fort Benning isn't going to be any good either, bro.
I just don't, even when like he goes on the military base.
That's
First
the
of
worst
all,
place to
you
go.
saw the military shoot up the hospital.
Yeah,
Second of all, most of like the dumbass people would all go there.
yeah.
I just don't think it's a safe place.
And you've seen the kind of massacre at the CDC where they were pretty much executed people all around.
And a lot of like
the place.
military people executed, so
Yeah.
there's not that much of it left.
So, I don't think he's like being quite sensible in wanting to go to Fort Benning. So, and also we do find out in like season 3 or so, or season 2 actually, if I'm not mistaken, that like Fort Benning is a bust.
Yeah, so yeah.
It's like it's not.
It's mentioned.
Yeah, the guys say it, doesn't it, in the bar with Rick and Herschel. It's weird because the first episode I felt like there wasn't a lot to react to, but we did a lot of yapping.
Yeah.
At the end like this. Whereas this episode, I felt there was a lot to react to, and we did that, and I don't have a lot to say. I think we kind of
Yeah.
did it in the episode. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Also, do you know the deleted scene that we spoke about?
Mm.
That would actually, the time frame would happen like right now. They go back to the elderly home before they go.
So do you think that scene where they go back to the old folks' home with the Latino gangsters or whatever they're meant to be, do you think that was meant to be right now, or do you think it was meant to be the start of season 2?
I checked it, and in the YouTube video title, it says season 2 deleted scene.
So that was definitely the opener.
It
Then.
would probably, because something also happens, because the deleted scene starts and it's Shane getting into the RV in a panic, so he had to go do something, but it doesn't show what he had to go do.
So well, we'll see in the next episode. But I can't remember how season 2 starts. Oh, they're on the highway.
It never shows it. It's just, I don't know.
That's
where
weird
Shane
then.
was. Yeah.
Very interesting. Let me see this here. Let me just pull up season 2 right here for a moment. The first episode of season 2 is an hour and 4 minutes. So that's a long one. And then we're on to like 44, 43 minute territory.
Look at that.
The boys. So yeah, 44, 44, 44, 44. Pretty much dead already. That is the episode that we're going to do a one. Because there's 13 episodes in season 2. So episode 7, our favorite episode, and in my opinion, the best episode of the series, pretty much dead already. The barn episode. We're going to do a 1 episode for that.
Even all this week go down. Even though that's such a good episode. That's a good episode.
Yeah.
There's so many good episodes. Send me a postcard. Rick leads the group out of so this is we're opening up with highway, and then look at the farm here, the farm Muir. Great start episode to season 2.
So Carl gets shot episode of season 1, and then they come to the farm 2.
Yep, the little boy.
We get to see Maggie. I'll talk about that next time. The thing I have for season 2, Maggie. Be watching fan cams. But yeah, I guess that's that. Let me tell you something. Episode 3, season 1 of The Walking Dead done.
Finally on the season 2 next, which is very exciting.
See y'all on TikTok, because that's where we get most of our support on and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching. Let me tell you something. Episode 3. See you next time. Should we do something funny to like end it out?
Channa ooh la la.